Well, what you just discussed, my brother, who is one of the first, I believe, excellent examples of how the white liberal is one of the greatest white racists that there is. William Lloyd Garrison was the culprit, so-called father of the American anti-slavery movement, which he started in the 1830s, the organization. So anyway, after Uncle Frederick escapes from slavery to freedom, he meets up with William Lloyd Garrison. They hear him speak. And then he says, well, I want to hire you to be a speaker on the anti-slavery platform. So Douglass agreed, of course, to help my people. But Douglass began to want to articulate the political platform to bring about the end of enslavement. That's when the fallout happened. Garrison only wanted Frederick to talk about life as a slave. He did not want him intellectualizing the anti-slavery movement. In other words, he just wanted to use him as the circus clown who was once enslaved, and then after he talked about how his life was as a slave, then he will come and intellectualize the anti-slavery platform. So Frederick said, I can do that myself, and who better to do it than a member of the oppressed group? But Garrison said, that's not your place. And once Douglass made it clear to him that I'm going to do things the way that I want to do them, what did William Lloyd Garrison start doing? He started openly attacking Frederick Douglass in his newspaper. When Frederick Douglass started the North Star with the grandfather of Pan-African nationalism, Martin Delany, William Lloyd Garrison got upset with him and did not give him his blessing because he only wanted Douglass to write for the Liberator, his paper. So you see how this so-called liberal who's fighting to free blacks didn't want to give Frederick Douglass his own political and ideological freedom to argue his own position on ending slavery and to put out his own newspaper. This is how hypocritical the white liberal is. And then when slavery was over, so-called, after the 13th Amendment was passed, Douglass goes to Garrison. Now, this is 30 years later. This started in 1830. Remember, he escaped from slavery to freedom in 1828, so now we're talking 1865. This is almost 40 years later, both of them up in age. Douglass goes to Garrison and says, I heard you're about to disband the American anti-slavery movement. I don't understand how you're disbanding the movement. And Garrison told Douglass, because you people are free. And Douglass said, but my people still don't have the right to vote. They still don't have education. They still don't have jobs. They're still not free from Ku Klux Klan terrorism. You can't eliminate the American anti-slavery society until black people have been thoroughly integrated into the body politic and have achieved equality. And guess what Garrison says in so many words? And I want the listening audience to hear this. He basically told Douglass, I did not fight against slavery to make you equal to me. I only fought against slavery because I thought it was wrong and that you had a right to be free, not to be equal. And that is the message we have to understand about the white liberal. He might fight against police brutality. He might fight for your right to vote. He might fight against poverty. He might fight against educational racism. But understand something. Never confuse the white liberal's fight with an unconditional belief in equality of the races. The white liberal is still a white supremacist and still considers himself better than you.